الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله. أدى الأمانة وبلغ الرسالة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة، وتركها على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, as we go through life, we tend to get so distracted by the things that are going on around us, to the point that we forget what our main goal here on earth is. We tend to forget that the true success isn't here in this dunya, but in the akhirah. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ. He who has been saved from the hellfire and has entered into Jannah, then he has attained the true success. Yet despite knowing this, we still let the dunya distract us, and we still let our small accomplishments in this dunya distract us to the point that we let it plant in us a seed that is detestable. And this seed, my dear brothers and sisters, is arrogance. And this is something that can in fact keep us from entering Jannah. As Rasulullah said in the hadith, لا يدخل الجنة من كان في قلبه مثقال ذرة من كبر. Whoever has in his heart the weight of a mustard seed of arrogance will not enter Jannah. Subhanallah. This means that this issue isn't just a small issue that may cause a few problems between friends and family. No. This is a worldwide poison that is in fact the root of all evil. For the first sin to ever be committed was arrogance. Committed by who? Shaitan himself. We all know the story. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ أَبَى وَاسْتَكْبَرَ وَكَانَ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ. And when we ordered the angels to bow down to Adam out of respect, they all did, except for Iblis, who refused and was arrogant, and therefore was from the disbelievers. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked him about it. He asked him, what kept you from being with the sajideen? What kept you from being from the people who were prostrating to Adam out of respect? And Iblis' arrogant reply was, أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْهُ. I am better than him. خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِن طِينٍ. You have created me from fire, and you have created him from clay. I am better than him. This was Iblis' reply. SubhanAllah. And this was his big mistake, that he was arrogant about it. He thought he was superior to Adam. His way of thinking was, I am this, I am better. And that is why whenever we go down this path of thinking, saying that I am better, we are going down the path of shaitan. Therefore, arrogance is a trait that doesn't belong to Jannah, my dear brothers and sisters. That is why Iblis was punished. And arrogance is something that we must all watch out for and be careful to avoid. And something that we must keep in mind is that while there are many forms of arrogance, there are three main forms. The first form of arrogance is arrogance toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is for us to think that we are too capable to need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help. For example, if you want to get a good grade on a test, you study all night, you stay up till 2 o'clock, studying, but not once do you say, Inshallah, I will pass the test. Not once does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pass by your mind. Or if you want to get a good job, or you're going to a job interview, you go around asking people for advice, but not once do you say, Oh Allah, Inshallah, I get this job. Ya Allah, you send me this job, make this job easy for me to get. You have this mindset that I don't need dua. Dua doesn't even help, so why should I waste my time? Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم إن الذين يستكبرون عن عبادتي سيدخلون جهنم داخرين. And your Lord says, call upon me and I will answer your call. Indeed, those who are too proud for my service shall enter hell disgraced. So when we need help for anything, we have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help and not think that we are too capable to need Allah. And we should always be humble in this matter. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the hadith Qudsi, مَنْ تَوَاضَعَ لِي هَكَذَا رَفَعْتُهُ هَكَذَا. Rasulullah says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that whoever has humbled himself toward me like this and he lowered his palm to the floor, I will raise him like this, and then he raised it up. Meaning that the more humble we are, the more Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will elevate our status. That's why we should never even consider being arrogant toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this matter. And the second major form of arrogance is arrogance toward Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's to think that I don't need to follow his sunnah or his teachings. It's to think that because I prayed fard, khalas, I don't have to pray sunnah. But this is wrong. We always need to follow the teachings of Rasulullah. And whenever we have this way of thinking, this mindset, we need to ask ourselves, how can we be arrogant toward Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? How can we be arrogant to the best of us, the one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about him, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ, and indeed you are on the best of manners. Rasulullah was the best of us, and he knew this. He said in the hadith, أَنَا سَيِّدُ وَلَدِ آدَمَ وَلَا فَخْرٍ, I am the best of mankind, without being boastful, without arrogance. SubhanAllah, even when he was informing us of this fact, that he was the best of us, he still added at the end, without arrogance. I'm not being arrogant. This is just the way it is. SubhanAllah. And yet nowadays, when one of us attains a high position or a slightly important status, we start throwing it around saying, I am this and I am that. And we start thinking that we deserve special treatment. If Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself, the best of us, didn't do this, who are we? Who are we to be arrogant? It's not possible to be arrogant, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Not possible to be arrogant in this matter. And the third and most common form of arrogance is arrogance toward others. It's to think that I am better than any other human being. It's to think that you're better than any person. And this is a major problem all over the world. You find this everywhere. And the question that we need to ask ourselves is, who are we? Who are we to be arrogant? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala specifically orders us in the Quran in Surah Al-Isra, وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا, and do not walk upon this earth arrogantly. Who are we? What can we do? إِنَّكَ لَن تَخْرِقَ الْأَرْضِ وَلَن تَبْلُغَ الْجِبَالَ طُولًا. Indeed, we will not be able to pierce the earth, we will not be able to tear apart the earth, and neither will we reach the height of the mountains. Have we forgotten our ibtida', our beginning? Have we forgotten how we will end? We started life here on earth as a fluid. Today we are arrogant. When we were born, we were helpless. We couldn't eat or drink without anybody's help. We couldn't take care of ourselves. We were dependent on the people around us. And now that we have a little bit of status or power, we are arrogant. A'udhu billah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it very clear in Surah Luqman that the people who are arrogant are not deserving of His love. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ كُلَّ مُخْتَالٍ فَخُورٍ. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not love he who is arrogant and prideful. Yet, you find people showing off their achievements and what they have done and acting in very arrogant ways. Somebody memorizes a few ajza from the Quran or gives a couple of khutbahs and suddenly he is a shaykh in his own eyes. He starts thinking that he is better than the people who are around him. And this is definitely wrong. We should all keep in mind that everything we have is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything. Nothing we have is only from ourselves. It's only from our own efforts. Nothing. Our wealth, our knowledge, our power, even our Islam, these are all blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if He wishes, He can easily take them away. Someone could be the most knowledgeable and wise person to ever walk upon the face of this earth. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala causes him to slip and hit his head and have a concussion. And khalas, he loses all his memory. He loses all his knowledge. Therefore, we can't take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessings for granted, and we can't be arrogant. We should always be humble in this matter, because arrogance will only lead to corruption and eventually Jahannam wal-'iyadhu billah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from those who are humble in everything we do. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we need to keep in mind that this dunya is short. One day we will die and we will leave this dunya. So nothing is worth being arrogant for. Nothing is worth being arrogant about, because this will only lead us to losing Allah subhanahu. This will only lead to us losing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's love. We need to always remember that the only thing worth striving for in this dunya is taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is piety. For Ali ibn Abi Talib once took a group of Sahaba to the cemetery, and he faced the graves and he said, Ya ashab al-qubur, assalamu alaykum. O people of the grave, assalamu alaykum. Amma diyarukum faqad sakanat bi ghayrikum. Your houses, somebody else is living there now. Wa amma nisa'ukum faqad tazawwajna bi rijalin ghayrakum. And your women, your wives, they have married other men. And your husbands have married other women. وأما أموالكم فقد قسمت بين الورثة. And your money, your wealth, the money that you worked so hard to get, that you have obtained through either halal or haram, it has been divided and given away. هذا خبر ما عندنا فما خبر ما عندكم. This is the news that we have up here. So can you tell us what is going on down there in the grave? فسكت الإمام. So Imam Ali was silent for a while. And the Sahaba, they stood around, they were watching him. And then he turned to them and he said, Wallahi, لو شاء الله لأنطقهم لقالوا إن خير الزاد التقوى. He said, Wallahi, by Allah, if Allah wished that they would speak, come out of their graves and they would speak, then they would have said that the best thing to take from this dunya is taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's piety. Because this is the only thing that will matter when we pass from this life to the next. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from the muttaqeen, and to make us from those who are always humble in everything we do and not arrogant. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم ارحمنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض عليك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إلى يوم الدين بيدك يا أرحم الراحمين عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون اذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر وأنت يا أخي أقم الصلاة